waste time, won't take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two.
Okay, I'm at A&L RV Sales with John Bolcom. He's here at A&L in Kodak, Tennessee. And so I want to introduce John to everybody. How you doing, John?
Hello.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. How long you've been at RV Sales? How long you've been at A&L?
Yeah.
And how's if you have been someplace else, how working here different than other places?
I got you. Well, I actually have been in the business a little over 4 years. I started at a company called, I can't hardly remember it. Dunlap Family RV.
Okay.
It was a family-owned operation as well at the time. And then they ended up getting bought by RVR, RV retailers, I guess you would call it.
Okay.
And then that changed to Blue Canyon. So I was recruited by them after that company was bought. And I really am glad I came here. This is the last family-owned dealership in this whole area now. And it just say it makes a big difference how you're allowed to treat your customers.
Okay.
We're not a box store. I don't even really consider this a real job, so to speak, because it's more like I just get to help people all day long. And RVs are really cool these days. The tiny house movement is a big thing and pushes people into this business. It's actually kind of what pushed me into this business. So,
Yeah.
But I truly do enjoy it, though. Like I say, it's getting to help people and get paid a little bit to do it.
Okay. And I know when I came here, when did I come here? In the middle of summer?
It sure was, yeah.
Or late spring or something.
Yeah,
I said, hey, I'm selling my boat.
Yep.
We're just looking right now. You weren't pushy. You didn't call me every day. You asked a couple months later, hey, did the boat sell? And I think we responded. But my wife really liked it. You weren't pushy. And you just... there's certain people you can just tell that you either like them or you don't. If you don't like the salesperson, you're going to stay away from them.
I completely agree.
My wife's good at character. She works in the school systems and stuff, speech therapist. And so we called you back.
Yep.
And we even had, we went to other dealers and looked at stuff too. And even though we had a deal on another RV, I came back here because you guys were close to us, and my wife liked you, and I said, hey, can you match this or beat it or something like that? And you did.
Great.
And so we're here, we're excited, and we're just super happy to buy from A&L, and we hope everybody who watches the videos at least comes by to an A&L or comes see John here and help him out. You won't be disappointed. And I know there's a few other RV shows out there that rates RVs, experiences, and there's a lot of them say they don't like their dealer. But I'm going to try to send this also to I think her name is Liz, something like that, some other show, and say, hey, this A&L store, they were professional, they were nice, they weren't pushy. And when I came to, I know I told everybody this, when I came to inspect the vehicle or inspect the RV myself, I had my own checklist. They had it all hooked up underneath cover, water in the tanks. They had it all for me, and I didn't ask that, and he just did it on his own. So, and I would encourage anybody to come here. So, thank you much.
Thank you.
And hope you have some people come your way from this.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A couple other things A&L gave me is a maintenance tip and recommendation sheet, maintenance checklist.
And some amp draw information.
Some amp draw information on what some of your items draw.
Some
Emergency check down situation. And they also have some campgrounds that are near here. And right now, since I bought it, they'll give me like maybe the first night free, and then the rest of the night's like 50% off. So all I got to do is call here at A&L, and they'll make that happen. So how long that's last, I don't know. He wasn't for sure, so maybe a year or two. I don't know. As long as I call and stay in this area, they can make that happen. So, I got to add this part on. They just blew me away with 1 year free
Thousand Trails.
1,000 Trails membership. That's about a $670 value right there. So that's great. And then right now we're just waiting on doing all the paperwork and waiting on the shipment. Brinkley shipped the solar panel. They shipped it freight, so it took longer than they expected. So, but we're getting this deal done last day. Actually, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Last day of October. So that's why I'm just signing the papers now and getting the One Trails. Now, does that One Trails?
1,000 Trails.
1,000 Trails. Sorry. That probably starts once I activate it.
It does.
Okay,
yes.
good. Because I don't plan on
does.
activating it probably till January or something. Perfect. Thank you.
Fantastic.
This one, y'all just got the cord that you just pull down to open it, and just watch. If I'm not mistaken, what it does, it automatically close.
Yep.
You just
yep.
gotta make sure
That's
it
the one I
closes.
wanted.
Okay.
Is that's probably the one Brinkley suggested
Yes,
as well?
yes, correct.
Excellent. And your name was?
I'm Dennis.
Dennis. Okay, Dennis
Okay.
at A&L here.
Right. Right here, we just got this. This right here is going to be your batteries.
Yep.
That's got 227 that's parallel together. So that should. Are you planning on using this thing primitive, or are you just going to be full hookup?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna put some lithium in it.
Oh, okay. So
So-
then you just need to change it over.
Yeah.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you may have to change this box.
It actually has buttons on it where you can change it
Change
to
it to-
AMG
yes,
and lithium.
right,
So
okay.
and it says
Right. Then right here, you do got a little light if you need to see.
okay.
Excellent. Right up in here, just turn it on right here on the back of
Okay.
it. Of course, the rest of it is just your storage. This right here is going to be your disconnect. Okay.
Yep.
So that's
That's when you go to store it, you
when
disconnect
you go to
it.
store. Yeah. Just
Okay.
make sure it's always on. Then when you make sure it's hooked up to your truck, and when you're hooked up to shore power and all that stuff.
Yeah. Now, are there actually wires in this generator?
I'm sure it's generator prepped already. Yes.
So, because sometimes they say generator prep and they just put this in here with no wires. But I
Right,
think
yes.
Brinkley goes a step above and actually
they
runs some
just
wires
run
and
it
stuff.
through there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I never took one off, but I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
Because if you're going to go that far, you might as well run it right.
Yeah. Yep. Is that that's 30 pounds,
That's
right?
a 30-pound bottle.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It looks like it's big enough to probably put.
Yeah,
40s
I
in
think
it.
you can, but
Yeah, okay.
these are
But-
good ones. I'm gonna leave those in there.
This right here is going to be your regulator. Okay.
Okay.
It's what's called LP regulator. What it's designed to do. Okay. You see right there where it's clear.
Yeah.
Okay. To me, the only thing that thing's really designed to do tell you when you got gas in them and when they're empty. Unfortunately, there's no in between.
Okay.
All right, so now we got the valve turned to this side over here.
Yeah.
That means every time we use something on gas, it's coming out of this tank right here.
Okay.
Once this tank gets empty, if that bottle over there is on, it would automatically start using now that bottle over there.
Okay.
That little indicator right there is going to go to red. That's going to tell you this bottle is empty. It is now working on that bottle over there. All you got to do is flip it all the way over here.
Okay.
Tell it to go ahead and use that one, then this one you can shut down and have it refilled.
Okay. All right. So there's the flip switch for left and right bottle. Okay, I didn't
Okay.
know that. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
What you don't want to do, never put it in the middle.
Okay.
You always want it to the left or all the way to the right. One of
Okay.
the two. Okay. All right. This right here is going to be your leveling station.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Everybody's different on leveling this camper. Okay. All right. But me, I wanted to level it with the slider rooms in. Okay.
Okay.
First thing I want to do, right now, is pretend like I got to get it on my truck, okay? So I'm going to turn it on, okay? Then I'm just going to go here and hit this front button. See, it's coming up, okay? Only thing I'm moving is the front jacks, okay? And then I'm going to get it high enough to get it on my truck. Once it gets on my truck, then I'm just going to hit the retract and then hit this rear button. I'm sorry. I gotta take it back off. Then hit the rear. Okay, yeah. Just hit the retract and hit the front.
Okay,
When
because you're
taking it back
retracting.
down.
Because you're
Yeah,
retracting the
tracking it
front.
back
Gotcha.
down.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And then of course you have.
And then once you,
Yes, right here.
then once you get it off your truck, okay, then all you want to do here is, because you're going to be a little higher because you're taking it off that gooseneck.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is, my advice is, you just kind of manually just kind of help it out a little bit to get it started. And then all you want to do here is come over here and hit this auto button.
Okay.
And then sit there and watch it do its thing. Okay. So what's going to happen is it's going to get, it's going to start with the front ones, then it's going to move up and down, then all of a sudden these back ones are going to take off.
Okay. Excellent.
Now, again, what I would do on this one, after I get it off my truck, first thing I'll do, I'll plug it up. Okay, if I got the chance, plug it up, because it does take a lot of juice.
Yeah.
And that way it ain't going to stop on you in midstream. Okay. So what you want to do with these feet, my advice is, when put them pins down in about the 12th or 13th hole.
Okay.
Okay. Even though it may not be touching the ground, but you just keep extending this leg down right here till it touches the ground. That way you've got pretty much some room to let it do what it's thing, because you don't really know how much leg you got.
Because it might need to go down,
Yes.
and you got to give it room
Right.
to go down. Okay.
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 All right. And then what you're going to do here, if you hit these buttons over here, this is auto hitch, inner retracted. That means if you're already hooked up, it'll pick all the legs at the same time for you.
Auto retract. Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
but I don't like to do that. I want to manually help it out because I got a $40,000 truck and a $107,000 camper. I want to. That's me.
Okay.
Then this right here, I want to do here. This is tells me my battery, which we're good there. 14.
Oh, even good to your battery.
Yes,
Okay.
and this
I
one
didn't know
right
that.
here is my manual. Okay, I can go to manual level. So if I need to do anything manual, that means I can adjust these buttons over here to get it left or right. Okay. Then this one right here is just my auto retract rear. That means I can hit this button, and if them back legs are down, just hit enter, and it's going to bring up them jacks over here. That way you're not actually holding the button up.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then the next one is going to be retract all. Again, if you get it all level, it'll bring them all at the same time. Again, I don't want to do that.
Definitely don't do that when
No.
you're not hooked up.
Right, correct. And then it just starts back over again.
Okay.
All right, so it's pretty easy. Of course, this right here is more directions to it, but
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to function. Really, all you're going to do is pretty much hit this button and this button, pretty much. Okay.
Up and down in the front,
Yeah,
and then up
that's
to
all you're
auto
going
level.
to do. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then if you forget to turn it off, it'll time itself out.
Okay. Excellent. Good. Good.
All right, so sometimes that helps. Okay. All right, all this is, there's your hitch.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Extra
And
hitch
then
back there
we
we're
got
keeping.
You got your storage in here. Yeah, this is right here is going to be where you're going to hook everything up. First, you're going to hook everything up through here, your hoses and all that.
Okay.
That way you can keep your door shut. These right here is going to be your valves. Okay,
got
there's
those,
no
yep.
more pulling. Okay, all you got to do is just hit a button. This is closed. That's open. Okay, and then it's going to stay right there. We're going to make sure we get all that water out of it. And then that's your gray, and then that's your black.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay.
supposed to be, I think, 20-something degrees.
Yeah,
tonight,
that's when we get done. We're going to.
Okay. I gotcha. Thank you. Thank you.
So we'll just go ahead and get that. And of course, it makes it simple. And then when you're done, you just close them right back off. Okay,
Yeah.
now, there's another thing that people's got difference about. My opinion, when I'm using this camper, I want them valves closed.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I want it inside the coach. I got a monitor panel that's going to tell me when it's time to empty. Okay. When it gets time to empty, the first thing I want to do, I want to open up my black tank first. I mean,
Correct.
my black tank.
Correct.
Let all that water come out. Then after that comes out, then I want to open up my gray, and then just let it help me wash the hose
Yeah,
out.
gotcha.
And stuff, okay. Now, if I'm still using it, don't leave the valves open. You close them back off and just start all over again.
Correct.
All right, here comes the $100,000 question. People always ask me, why can't you just leave the gray open? It is because all it is water. That is right, but it's soapy water. And here's what I tell people. If you, as long as you take showers, you're using soap. As long as you're washing your dishes, you use soap. As long as you wash your hands, you use soap. What happens is, if no water is inside that tank, that soap skim starts building up on the side of the tanks. Eventually, I call it a sulfur smell, and it stinks to high heaven.
Okay.
The water keeps all that stuff off the side of the tank, and then when you open up your valve, it comes with it, okay? The black tank, what you really need to do on that one, make sure you can't use anything else but RB Marine toilet paper. I know it ain't the best in the world, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Some people don't even put toilet paper down in it, they just get a garbage
Bay
can,
or
yeah,
something,
whatever you
whatever,
want to do.
yeah, gotcha.
But it's got to be RB Marine toilet paper, okay? All right. Then this one right here is going to be your shower. That's what that plugs up to here.
Yep.
So it's just like an air hose. It will provide you with hot and cold water, okay? This right here is going to be your satellite, your cable, and your auxiliary. Most campgrounds has got cable. Okay, so what you're going to do there is run your cable. I used to tell people, go get me about 20-25 foot of coax cable. That way I'll have enough. Screw it into here. The other end, screw water in. We got water in their fresh water tank, okay? That means I have to turn these valves the way, the white one here, the red one, and this one, okay? Then this one right here, if I want to fill my tank up, I turn these valves this way, the white one, the green one, the blue.
Gotcha.
Okay. Even I'm hooked to here, okay. But I turn the valves here, and that water starts going in the fresh water tank. Okay. This one's a city water. If I'm still hooked into here, all I want to do is turn these valves this way. Now it's just like your house. You go in there and turn the water on.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one right here is what we're going to do when we winterize it, and this one right here is what we're going to do when we want to sanitize the system. Okay. So it's pretty easy to operate.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's really not
Works
that
great.
big of
We
a
got
deal.
a little outlet thing
Outlet
right
there.
here.
And I like
Nice.
this is a reel that
Yep.
we'll pull out. But
65 foot, I believe.
Yeah, so it's not bad at all. So, so this one right here is going to be my city water. Okay, so I already got that screwed in
Yep.
for you. Okay,
Yep, this is
I may
same hose that just
yes,
runs in there and comes
I
back
may
there.
take it off when I get done winterizing it. Just if it got any water in there, just
Or yeah, take it off, maybe even blow it out.
blow it out. Yeah, just to help it out some.
Yeah.
So it may just be hanging here, but you see how it goes. It just screws onto this. And this one right here, I can take this hose. Let's see. Yeah, take this hose off and screw it onto here, and then that's going to activate my black tank flush.
Yeah.
Okay, the black tank flush, when you do it, make sure that valve is open. Okay, so it's got what it does. It don't go through the camper. It goes strictly to that black tank.
Okay.
So it activates a sprayer in it. That
Yeah.
sprayer kind of cleans it out. So it's got to have access to come out. All right, now, here's what I tell people. In time, if your tanks are starting to get a little nasty, here's what you can do. You can close that valve off while you're using this, but you don't do nothing else. Okay, you don't get on your cell phone. You don't walk away.
I have a water monitoring that counts how many gallons goes in.
Right.
We know how big the tank is. You know, fill it
Right,
up 3/4
okay.
full or something, or
You can do
30
that, but
gallons.
usually if you hang around here for about 2 or 3 minutes, what you're going to do is let some of that water build up in that side of that tank, then shut it off and open that up. And then if anything's stuck in there, maybe that pressure will send it out.
Okay.
But as long as you got the valve open, I don't care what you
yeah,
do.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And there may be times where I put, 5 to 10 gallons in there after I dump, and then go to my next destination. It's in there sloshing around,
yes.
clean it up some,
That's
and then
one
get
other
there.
way. Put you
and
some
help out.
tablets in there, help. It acts like a washing machine.
Yeah.
Okay. Another ideal thing is, of course, as far as your black tank is concerned, I prefer water in that tank, in the bottom of that tank.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Especially solids and all that.
Yeah, when you start out, put some water in
Yeah,
there.
so most of the time, the old school was people used to take a 5-gallon bucket and just pour it in the toilet.
Oh,
Well,
wow,
you
I
can
didn't-
use it. Okay.
That's a lot easier. Just
Right.
put it
Just
in
use that, and just have somebody just go in there and hit that button. When it gets to 1/3, you got water in the bottom of the tank.
Yeah.
Okay, and then all of a sudden now when it starts hitting, it starts expanding it out. It's not growing up like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
it starts its breakdown process.
Yeah.
Okay, because actually what we're trying to do is protect them sensors as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just
Yeah,
they're
they're not the
sensors.
best in
They're
the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is. They're not going to
Yeah.
last forever.
Right. Okay. All this is right here. It's got access. You can turn your pump on. You can either
Yeah.
do it in here or out there.
Now, if you have, is this just a one-way switch? Does
Yes,
it?
one-way
Okay.
switch,
All right.
yeah.
So if you let go, it just automatically goes off.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can turn it on. See right there.
Okay.
The pump's running now. Then you can hit it again and it goes off.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, if
So
you have,
actually, what it does, it kind of helps you winterize your camper.
okay.
You don't have to keep running back and forth all the time.
So if you have it turned off here, you can turn it on at the other place.
Yes.
If you have it turned on here, does the other switch turn it off, or do you still have to? That's a later test.
Yes.
Okay.
I think you can turn it off inside there too.
Okay. So
But
if
this
you
light
turn
may,
it, yeah.
Yeah, but this light may stay on.
Okay.
Okay, so you might have to just come
If we
out
hear
here.
it, you know it's
Right.
still on, so
Okay.
there's no brainer.
Of course, this is your on-demand hot water heater. What that's going to work is, if you got gas in your bottles, as soon as you turn your hot water heater side on, it's going to fire off, and there you go to your
Okay.
races.
Yep.
You can adjust your temperature to where you want
Yep.
it.
And that's in the bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom.
The
and
little
that
closet
wall.
there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, you see I've got the furnace on. Okay,
I
it's
thought I
blowing
felt a
that-
little.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little hot
nice.
air. So it does a pretty good job, and this is how we keep our hands warm in the winter.
Nice.
So all you
That's
got to
working
do
good.
there, I like it because it's on this side.
Yeah.
There's nothing over here, because most of the time if you got plastic chairs and stuff out
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
you don't want
Yeah,
to
that's
put it
one
there.
thing when I came, I didn't test this. I figured we'd test it on the walk around,
Right,
so
yeah.
it's, and it was warm anyways.
Yeah,
You need to
yeah.
turn- I
When
tested
it's
the
80
AC
degrees,
unit.
that thing ain't going to
Yeah,
really work
yeah.
that well anyway.
Yep.
All right. And then this right here is, of course, where your lid is, where your dump's going to go.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Got
and
those.
then all this is right here, you can put your Sure-O's in.
Yep.
Okay.
I got that in the mail the other day.
Okay. Now, these slides, okay? All right, here's what I want to tell people. When I'm going inside the camper, when I'm getting where I'm going with it, get ready to open up my slides, I want to do a walk around.
Yeah.
I want to look at these slides, okay? First of all, I want to look at these gaskets. These gaskets are designed to flip-flop because the slide comes in and out. Sometimes what may happen, if I can get it to do it,
They won't. Yeah.
it goes like that.
It doesn't seal.
Right, so what you want to do is walk around. If you do see something like that, all you're going to do here is just, make sure it's out. Because that right there is a proper seal for them. That'll keep them
Yep.
from leaking, okay?
Yep.
Now, another thing that we want to do, and I base everything a monthly maintenance thing, but it's a 3 months maintenance. I want to come out here and lubricate these.
Okay.
They do make a foam conditioner. All you got to do here is just spray down it, walk away from it, because of what it does, it penetrates, just like what women put in their hair, just puts a conditioner on it.
Okay.
That way they work a whole lot easier and
protected.
better, and then it keeps the sun or the cold from dry rotting them out. Okay. All right, so I want to do that side, all the way around.
Just do
it.
them all.
Yes, and then what we want to do there, when you do get ready to put these slides in, you need to make sure they're clean. The
Yeah.
top of them's clean. Blow it off, sweep off, whatever you got to do, okay? Because you don't want that debris start coming in.
Yeah.
underneath
Yeah. And good
the
thing about
gasket.
Brinkley is you can walk on the slides.
Yes, you can walk
Yeah.
on. Yes. Okay, so we good there?
Yep. We're good.
All right, this right here is going to be your paracord.
Yep.
All right, see, we kind of got it spaced out here.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine
But
up
then
there.
what we want to do here is, I think that's probably about 25, 30 foot long, give or take a little bit, maybe a little longer than that. But anyway, I would highly recommend a surge protector.
I got one.
Okay,
Got
all
one
right.
of those
Then-
dog watch.
Okay,
or
that's
whatever.
what
Yeah,
I got.
yeah.
Pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Then this one right here, all you're going to do here is just unscrew it,
Yep,
unlock
familiar,
it,
and it's a
just
little
give it a
quarter
quarter of a turn, pop it out.
Same kind that was on my boat.
Right. Okay, you got that.
Yep.
All right. So far, so good.
Yes.
All right. Of course, there ain't slides on this side. This right here, all this is storage.
Yep. I saw
This
that.
slider is not for looks. It is to get you up there. Again, I do it basically every, every 3 months to just go up there and look at
Oh, yeah.
it, or even sooner if you want to. But what happens is, this one, they use a special kind of breed of caulk up there. So I'm not really familiar with how well it will break down, but it will break down.
Yeah, yeah, they all do over time.
Especially what happens is they start doing this when they're going up and down the road, so they're flexing, and then the cold weather or the heat starts drying them out. Once they start
Yeah.
drying out, they start cracking. Then they start cracking, we have to reseal it.
Now I've heard of some people putting that butyl tape along some of the edges, like the front and rear caps. It's supposed to be like 15,
Yeah.
20 year stuff. Be a pain in the butt to get off if you have to do some work to
That's
it.
the problem is it is a pain in the rear. And
But-
plus
but
right now, I really, because the way they do their roofs, I wouldn't mess with
It's thick, isn't it? That stuff
Yeah.
they put on is like a 1/4 inch
Right.
thick, and it's like 2 inches
It-
wide
I mean-
around everything. They
I
do a
mean,
great job
because
up there.
if you had it on there, I understand why people do it, but if you had it on there as far as the tech is concerned, first thing I'm thinking, oh, there's a problem underneath that. Okay. You do got the backup camera.
Yep.
Okay, so the backup camera is, I think it did come with it.
It
Yeah,
does. It's
okay.
standard.
All you're going to do there on this one, Brinkley might be different, but normally what you're going to do, you have to have your headlights on, not on auto.
Oh.
They got to be on because they got the power through the clearance line.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's but Brinkley may be a little different on that. It may
Okay.
just-
So check out that.
yeah,
I
just
didn't
check
know
it. But
that.
if they don't work, make sure your headlights are on.
Okay.
Okay, and then it should work.
Thank you.
Okay. All this is a receiver.
Yep.
Okay, you pull your boat with it.
I ain't gonna be pulling. If anything, I'll have a bike rack right
That's
here
it. That's
and
the
haul a
best
couple
thing to do.
bikes.
Yes. Okay. But your ladder, I think, is 250 pounds, so
Yeah,
you're on
we're
beyond
good.
that. You're good there. Then, of course, this slide right here is going to be the same thing.
Yep.
Your awnings, you got two awnings. You got this one and this one, so they're independent from one another. All right, here's what you want to do. On them awnings, they will go all the way out. And if I'm not mistaken, they can't really put them out. But I think on the tube itself, there's going to be a sticker. When you see that sticker on the tube, that tells the dummy to let go of the button because it's as far as out as it can go.
Here's when I watched the Brinkley on it, because it has a little flap
That
that comes
flap.
down.
When
They say when the
that
flap comes
yes.
down, stop.
You can do that
Um,
too. But normally, because sometimes what happens is that flap gets stuck up in
Gotcha.
there. You got to roll it back in,
Okay.
roll it back out. But if you look at that sticker, you know that's it. It's
Okay,
done.
all right.
It won't go no more.
Also, I don't know if you knew this. Well, I said I was watching those videos on Brinkley. After you extend it all the way, you can grab one of these sides, pull it down.
yes,
I
yes.
did not know that,
Yes.
and then it will slant the water.
Yes.
It'll either
Okay.
right or forward or
That's
back
it.
or
You
something,
can either do
and then
that
just
side
extend
or
it,
that side
put
or
it back
both.
when you're done. Yeah.
Okay. So if I need a little slant to get some of the water off, but mention the water. Okay. If it comes a hard rain, they go up. If you ever start seeing the fabric pick up like a parachute,
Yeah.
they go up.
Correct.
I carry it further. At nighttime, they go up. If I leave, they go up. Be honest with you, I've seen too many on the other side of the coach. They don't belong on that side. All right, it's not that freaking hard to hit the button and stand them and track them. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what they're there for. All they are is sunshades. They're not a weather protector.
Yeah.
Okay, so just keep eye on the weather. If you need to, just bring the darn things back in. They don't have to be all the way out. You can stop them anywhere you want to stop them. Okay,
Gotcha.
you just let go of the button, it'll stop.
Okay.
So, but just definitely, and then a lot of people want to try to tie them down. They take a rope at the end of them and an anchor at the bottom of it and tie a rope between
That's just a
there.
bad idea.
That is a no-no because of that shock on there. That rope and that shock on the awning are fighting against one another. You lose because it takes that arm and it just twists it like a pretzel.
Okay.
So it's not that hard again. Just hit the button and
Yeah.
roll it in.
Never heard of that, but I'm sure people do it.
Yes.
And
But you're
that's how
going
they ruin their
to
stuff.
you're going to see a lot of people at campgrounds don't, but that's not the right way because around here, if I'm in the mountains, I never know when it's going to pick up.
Yeah.
And when they pick up, by God, they pick up. I mean, it just.
Yeah,
fluctuates.
I think Brinkley somewhere it says it can handle like 20-something mile-an-hour winds. I don't,
That's
don't
Brinkley.
Get me wrong.
But I don't.
Yeah,
Brinkley's
I
not
wouldn't-
paying for it.
Yeah,
I
that's
am.
right. If you,
So,
there's
but-
no one out there measuring the wind saying it got
Right.
to 20 and you're good. And so
Yeah, so I mean,
no.
usually I just be on the safe side because it's not like the old school. You had to do all this manual stuff.
Yeah.
You just hit the button and it'd come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All these hoses right here, all these four is just for your slides.
Okay. Now one of them I think you put into that to get your tire
Yeah,
out.
you get the tire out. Yeah, your back tire, and the other one is if you have to put your slides in manual.
Okay, so all right, so
If-
that's I guess that was another question. One of them you said is for a slide manual.
Yeah, I think.
Show me.
That makes-
I didn't. There was a video on that, and I just didn't get through all the videos
Okay,
yet.
right there.
Okay.
That's that one, and then that one over there
That's
is going
the
to be your tire.
Okay.
Okay. You got a wrench inside. You just crank
Yep,
it.
and just crank it.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, this right here is going to be your steps, which is a pretty cool step. Some people like it, some
Yeah,
people don't.
yeah,
but
well-
they're all right. All right.
They're nice and wide.
Yeah. This right here, you just do that. Put that down.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
This right here, this door has to be open all the way. Okay. Then what you want to do is just pick up on them, and then you're just going to tilt these in. Okay.
Yep.
Which you can get all the debris off of them before you do get them in, and then all of a sudden you just do that right there, and they're in. Okay.
All right, that's easy
All
enough.
right, so before you put the steps out, the camper needs to be level, okay? If you're gonna auto level, make sure it's level, because if these are on the ground, these can't give. So make
It'll
sure
bend
they're up.
something.
Yeah, so your auto level, of course, again, go back to the auto level stuff. I'm leveling this thing with the slide outs in. I want everything in. because the leveling system don't level the slides. It levels
Yeah.
the body.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
once
this
I
is
get the
extra
body-
weight out
yes.
here anyways,
Once
if
I
it
get
is.
the body level, the slides already come out level anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Then once that's all done, then I'm going to open this door all the way. Then I'm just going to grab it right here and do this. Then I'm just going to tilt these things back up. Okay. Then I'm just going to set them right back down. The feet will adjust.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do get ready to set it down, put the legs out. Do me a favor, don't slam this door. The first time you want to do it, you're just going to walk this door over. What I'm looking for, making sure this is clear this.
Yeah.
Okay, like there? Once everything's clear, I know I'm good.
Okay.
But if it don't, you know you can't adjust the door. That means you have to adjust the feet.
Like if there's something high over here,
Right.
you know, it's like a
Correct.
plank, you
And,
might.
you know, don't ask me how I know that, but it does happen, okay? All right, then all this is right here is going to be your other part of your storage.
Yep.
Okay, Wish has got these nice magnets on it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Then this right here, you do got access to another shower over here.
Okay.
This right here is going to be your radio for
Okay.
it's Bluetooth. You can play it. Then you got another one inside the coach. That right there is going to be your lights.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. And I'll put this in my truck before we go so it doesn't accidentally.
Okay.
That probably weighs a little bit, doesn't it?
No, it don't weigh that much.
Okay.
I can pick it up by hand.
Okay. Not as much as the.
Yeah, that thing. You ain't picking that up.
How'd you guys get that on there? Like a couple people and a lot of
Well,
grunting?
No. I'll be honest. with you.
Forklift?
No. I mean, that's the way I would have done it, but my service manager just picked it up.
Oh gosh, he's a beast, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm thinking.
I would have been
That's
over
you,
my
that's
back.
not me, man.
Oh gosh.
I might have tried it years
Is
ago.
he a young
but not
kid?
now.
Is he a young kid or something?
And then, of course, you got your little door right here. You got
Yep.
to use the screen, flip that down. You got that. Then this right here just keeps the bugs out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just kind of
I played with that some when I was
So
here.
it's-
Oh, and I forgot the shade. I forgot it has a
the
shade right
shade
here.
right
You can
there that goes
you can go
up
up
with it, yeah.
and down with it. I forgot about that one. Oh yeah, nice and warm in here.
pretty warm in here now.
Yeah, yeah. Looks like they did a good job cleaning.
Well, I'll let her know. Okay, of course, you got these access lights right here. Most of the time, you can either turn them off here,
Okay.
or you can turn them off here.
Let's see
Doesn't
if you
really
if you
matter.
turn that off here, then you probably gotta.
Yeah, you got this right here's the main switch.
Okay. Yeah, do
Okay.
that.
So most of the time you probably hit that button.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. Then this one right here is going to be for these up here.
Yep.
Okay. Then this right here is a phone charger, and then right here is just going to be your
Some
seats.
extra USBs as well.
Yeah, this is right here is going to be your heat. And then this right here, if you want to put your, just pull that little hand level right there.
Yep.
Okay. Then this will make a bed. Okay. You want to sit on?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's good. And I know these got storage here,
Yeah, you got storage here, hideaway storage.
chargers here.
Yeah, so that's pretty
We've
cool.
already seen
then-
all that.
I mean, I do like these, where they do these.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
special make these.
yeah.
You
Now you
know.
got to be careful with these. They have these in airplanes too, and if you just willy-nilly whip them up and down,
Right, yeah.
they will eventually wad up.
Right.
So use two hands or one hand in the
Right,
middle.
That's what I tell people.
Pull it up
yeah.
nice and easy because they will, go crazy. And I don't know what number they stop at, but some people be jealous because we got this little fur thing, and they
Right.
they don't ship them with this anymore, from what I hear.
Oh,
But you get the hydraulic
well,
jacks.
it wouldn't hurt my
No,
feelings.
no, I know. And it's not like real bear skin or
Right.
sheepskin or anything, but
Okay, this is the remote for this AC.
okay.
Okay, so.
Yep, I tried it earlier and it worked fine.
Okay, I'm gonna stick it right here, and you can hang it. I didn't hang it,
Yep.
but you can whatever you want to do with
Probably
it.
Velcro it somewhere or something.
And there's your fireplace.
Yep, I tried that out when I was here last
The
time.
fireplace, what you want to do there, if you want to just kind of get, like right now, what you can do, turn your fireplace on and take the air conditioner, turn it on fan. Heat rises, the fan helps circulate that. The
Okay.
heat in
Now you say you turn this fan on.
there. No, the air conditioner.
Oh, the air conditioner
Air
fan.
conditioner
Just the fan. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Just the fan mode only.
Okay.
And
So if you don't
then-
want to use propane,
Right, and
you
if you
plug
guys
in
are
electric.
living in it, what you can do, okay, here's a little secret. Don't tell nobody I told you this. Okay. All right, if you're living in it, you can use the fireplace because it will keep, it ain't, if it's real cold, it ain't going to do it, but it would kind of keep it comfortable in here.
Yeah.
Okay. But then you can get some heaters, stand-up heaters. While I'm in the camper, I can use them. What I'm doing, I'm trying to save all the LP I can.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I want to do, I want to set my thermostat on probably about 55. You know, if it does get, 55. If it does get that low, at least it will kick on. But then at nighttime, if I need to, if I don't really trust them heaters, I can turn them off, turn my thermostat up, and then before I go to bed, I want to come in here and open up all these freaking cabinets. Well,
Okay.
why you want to do that for? Guess what my water lines are?
They're all probably.
They're all behind the cabinet. So what
Yeah.
I'm doing while I'm asleep, I'm letting all the cold air come out and letting
Yeah.
that heat go
So
back in.
it'd be there's no water lines over here. So
Everything-
probably
right,
these and then in the bathroom.
right
So we don't
there.
have
So
crazy
it
extra bathrooms or anything.
Because see, cold air, if it gets trapped in there,
Yeah.
it ain't got no choice but to freeze because it's going to get cold.
Plus, if you turn on the furnace, it heats underneath in the belly.
Right, correct.
It helps heats the tanks and lines
Yes.
underneath as well.
Okay.
So if it's going to get really cold, turn that on. So stuff.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think there's a button over there too for
I
turning
think-
on the heating pads.
Rule of thumb is it really needs to be cold day and night below freezing for about 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
That's day and night. Now,
Because
if it gets,
it initially holds
yeah,
the heat in
if
for
it
a while.
gets cold at nighttime but warms back up, it's like, you know, everybody kept saying this camper is going to freeze. And I said, no, it's not. I said, first of all, it's built too well. And I said, it's not going to stay below freezing.
Yeah.
And then come in here, I was right.
Yeah.
So,
You go out to Colorado or something like that, maybe a different story.
Right,
Around
depends
here,
on where you're at,
Tennessee,
yes.
somewhere in the south, where it
'cause
might
the
get cold
weather here is
overnight.
so, you know,
Yeah, fairly mild
unpredictable.
compared to other places.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna put that right there.
All right, and I already messed around with the TV. I know that
all right,
works.
And then you know where the button is to
button
bring
right
it
here.
down. Okay. Make sure when you travel it is down.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of figure that probably helps hold it in there as
Yes.
well.
More stable that way. All right. Then
Okay.
your stove, what you want to do here, hit that, just turn it on, and just let it do its thing.
Probably needs to be primed or
Yeah.
something. Probably hasn't had anything for a while, I'm
I
guessing.
didn't prime it this morning when I turned everything on. Oh, you know what? If I hit the right button, it might work.
Oh, there we go.
That was the oven.
Oh, the oven's probably going now, maybe.
Well, it may. Just hold them till they light, then hold them on just a few seconds more. Just make sure the gas is flowing good in there.
Alrighty.
Okay. Now the oven. What you want to do on the oven is
Yeah, you don't want to leave that one. We got some zip ties in there
right.
now.
Okay. The oven. Yeah, it's lit. Right here, I can tell. No, it's not. I thought it was. I seen. Sometimes you can use that door. Yeah, it's lit.
Is it? You just look down to one of those
you
holes.
can use this door as a reflection, where you can see that flame,
Okay.
and then you can take this. Now we can be able to see it because it'll light
Oh,
up.
yep.
Now
I
you
see
can
it. You can see the reflection off here and coming
Yes.
up. Gotcha.
So if you look down through there, you're going to see that little bitty
Yeah.
hole.
Like you
And
said,
there's
the
gonna be a little
reflection
blue
right off
flame,
here is
yes.
a lot better. And
That
we
way
can
you're
see
not
it.
being down
Yeah,
all the time
yeah,
blocking
okay.
that thing.
Perfect.
Okay, this is 110, so the camper has to be plugged up.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Then you got this for out here, and then you got this for up here.
Yeah.
Little beauty.
Now,
lights.
if let's say you don't have the camper plugged up, you want to use the stovetop. Can you still like have a lighter or something like here, light it and turn on the propane? It just won't do the little igniter deal.
Probably so, because it's got gas.
We have
coming
an
out.
old gas stove where we're
Yeah,
at right now, and then
right.
sometimes it
I
just
say
doesn't
you
work,
probably
and I
could.
put a little lighter on it, it lights it up.
Yeah.
So
I don't see why it won't because.
yeah, it'd be a little bit harder down in the oven.
Yeah, 'cause if it's
does the
strikers
pilot
go-
does the pilot light stay on down there, or does it turn on every time?
No, you got to make sure you turn it on.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to. When it's off, it's off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you got to light
makes sense.
it every
Makes
time.
sense. So you don't.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And the only thing I can tell you about this thing right here, it's got a popcorn button on it. Yeah. That's all I really need is a microwave.
Sweet. And it's, I don't think it's a convection
No,
microwave. It's just a
big
regular microwave.
Yeah.
So
But it's just like your microwave
Yep.
you work at your house.
yeah, that's
And of
fine.
course you got your cabinets there, and there's your refrigerator.
Is there an
That's right.
on-off button on this thing? I tested it before and it worked fine. If you're plugged in, is it just always on, or is there like an
There
on-off
it is.
button?
You can turn it right here. Okay, then you can hit this right here. That would, let's see, hit it again.
because it's flashing a little lock button.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how that. I'd have to read on it or something. And all these things are a little bit different.
They are. I was thinking that you could hit that button, but I can't remember if you had to hang on to it.
I guess if you guys gonna have it here for a week or two, you know.
There it
there you
goes.
go. Just hang
Yeah,
on to it
just
for
hang
about
on
5
to it.
seconds. All right. So you press this button for about 5-10 seconds. It turns it off.
Once you start seeing numbers, that means it's on.
Okay, all right.
It's like
yeah,
this,
I was
yeah.
saying if we're gonna leave this here for 10 days or so while you guys are getting the solar
Right, but
panel.
what we're going to end up doing, we're going to end
Yeah.
up turning that battery disconnect off.
Okay.
So that's going to kill it anyway.
Well, that's the other thing. Some of the trucks, like my GMC truck, some people were having problems with their brakes and hookups, and some people would make sure they put it in travel mode inside that pass-through storage. And then they wouldn't have that problem of, because I guess the GMC trucks and probably Chevy were getting some kind of feedback from the batteries if the batteries were like
Disc brakes or electric brakes?
like the electric brakes or something. It's been a month or two since I've heard about it, but when they first came out, like Chevy and GMC, when you hooked up to it, if you didn't put it in travel mode before you hooked up to 7-pin, you were getting like error codes up in the truck. And I think some people weren't having brakes and stuff like that. But I think one of the fixes were make sure you put it in travel mode before you go.
Okay.
And the travel mode leaves a fridge on and a couple other small things, I think. But
okay.
But anyways, that was some research I did on it. But do your own research on that.
For your heat only.
Yep.
Okay, all you're going to do here is just flip it. Okay. It might be a little hard, but it just kind of locks it off. But then it snaps when it's off.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Then right there is your temperature right now. This one right here is going to be for this air conditioner right here.
Okay.
Okay. This one right here, all you got to do here is hit the power button. Okay. Power button comes on. This lights up. Dries just kind of circulate.
Dehumidifiers or something like
All
that.
right. Then if you hit the mode button, and then that's the cool. Okay.
Okay.
Then right here, if you hit the fan set A, that says auto. Okay. That's what A stands for. Most of the time in the summertime, that's where you're going to leave it. But if you need to, there's low and there's high and there's auto.
Okay.
Okay. Usually you just leave it on auto. And this right here is going to be your temperature to set it
Okay.
down. Okay.
Now, when while I'm thinking about it, when I blew that GFI circuit, doing testing all the outlets, where did you reset that at?
Right there.
Oh, this is the main one right here?
Main one
Okay, all right.
When you popped it, I fixed it.
Okay. And of course, this is the Max fan remote.
Right, yeah, and you got your other
For
one down
here.
there. You worked
Yep.
in, so you got then the shower's pretty nice.
Yep.
For
Yep, plenty
for
big
camper.
for
Yeah.
me, and I'm about 6'1", and I got another 8 inches or so, and even more if I go up to the
Yeah,
light
yeah,
here.
it's got-
Oh, and it has like an extra.
It's got two domes, one on the inner.
Yes,
one on the
that's
outer.
nice. 'Cause
Yeah.
some don't do that. Now I'll actually help keep some heat out and stuff. So that's nice. I didn't know it had that.
I just put that in there this morning for you. All right, of course, everybody knows what this is.
Yep.
Okay, this right here is your tire marnger.
Yep.
Some people use them, some people
Oh yeah.
don't.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. And the thing I like about this one is I don't have a cigarette lighter in the truck. You don't need it with this one. Just a regular USB.
Yes.
Will work. So I was like, man, if this thing comes with a cigarette lighter, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But it's you can do it by USB. So, but yeah, definitely.
Usually, I guess you didn't watch the video on it.
I didn't watch a video on this one.
Okay, just watch the video, and what you want to do is say this right here is my tire. Then find this right here is my valve stem, and they say right at the opposite end of the valve stem, that's where that sensor is. So you just take this, and then all you want to do is just kind of rotate it around there, and it's going to tell you how much tire pressure. Then you just hit all these buttons and just to set it and just do all four
Okay,
tires.
yeah, because Brinkley has the sensors that are strapped around the rims.
Yeah, you just got to find them. That's what
Okay.
you're going to try
And
to
then of
find
course
them.
we're getting another
You're
one of
getting
these.
One of these, and there's a remote
on
for
order.
this TV.
Yep. I tested that out. It's worked. I opened up the window. It worked. This bed's actually fairly comfortable.
not bad for a camper.
For camper, it's
Right.
not bad. And like I said,
Then you
underneath
got
here,
storage underneath there.
they did pretty good job cleaning this off. This is all sanded here. There's no wood shavings or anything, and it's all painted down there. They did a really good job.
And then of course you got his and hers lights on, of course, to the phone chargers.
Yep.
And then this right here, if you choose to, you can make a
Yeah.
washer and dryer.
Yeah, I think on this one, if you have a dryer up on top, you gotta put a hole on the outside and stuff. I think one of the company makes a combo washer dryer. It doesn't dry as good,
Right.
but that's fine. We're gonna end up putting one in the bottom down there.
Yeah, it's that
Eventually.
combo thing.
Yeah.
And then of course that right there is going to be your closet.
Yep. Plenty of room in
Plenty of
there.
room in here. And then it does come with its own little light.
Yeah.
You just flip it on right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bright light too. I mean, she can find her clothes anyway.
Yeah. That'll be hers.
Just make sure
That'll be hers. This will be
and
mine
this-
right here.
Right here's another outlet right here. Just in case you didn't
They're not
see.
shy of outlets. It's surprising how many
Yeah.
outlets are in this camper. Let's see. This was the other hot water right
Oh,
here.
That's your hot water. Yes, that's your hot water right there. So what you want to do on this one is find how you turn it on. Let me get it. Well, they could put a light in here where you can see. Right here's the power button. Okay. Then right there it's already set. Okay.
Okay.
You can either turn it off and on here. So what happens is if we had water, we turn the hot side on. And all of a sudden this thing right here start doing this little motion signs, and then all of a sudden it's hot.
Okay.
So it's not that really hard. Okay. Then just flip it off right there.
And then some of the fuses.
Your fuses for this camper is right there.
Okay.
Usually what you want to do here, what I usually tell people, just take me some
Oh, no, those are the breakers.
these are the breakers.
Fuses are, I think, over
Here on
side.
this
Yes,
side.
yeah.
Yes, they're right here. So take you some 15 amp fuses with you.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
most of them look like.
Yeah.
They're 15 amps. And these major breakers are, what are the breakers? Is that like on the furnace, the bigger stuff, and the AC?
Yeah, that's
units
your
and
AC.
everything? And they're labeled.
Yeah, your main, everything's marked and labeled for you.
Okay.
So that's all your outlets, your AC, your main power is that big one right there. And then, of course, you got your ACs,
Okay.
one on one breaker and one on the other. Let's see.
Smoke detector. There's a
Smoke
carbon monoxide detector, I think, underneath here.
Yes. And then
And
you
the
got
smoke
LP
detector.
Right here's your smoke detector.
Smoke detector
Then you
right
got
up here.
LP Here.
Like a Wi-Fi. It'll boost up your signal.
On this one.
Well, apparently there's an antenna on top.
Okay, this
Double
one right
check
here.
it.
Okay.
I don't think that pulls out.
Yeah, it should, I think. No, this one don't. No, it don't. Alright, come over here.
So the TV, you said there's a button back
See
here.
that cable? Just back towards you a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a little button. That turns it off and on.
Okay.
You see it?
So when you have cable, you turn.
I can't remember. Can you see that button right there? Little, like size of a pinhead.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it
Okay,
right there.
Yeah, antenna, it needs to be on. That green light needs to be on.
Okay.
Cable, that green light needs to be off.
Okay. That's really all the questions I have. Anything else? Want to add? A pretty quick walkthrough since I kind of went through it all.
Yeah.
Then,
I mean, I was ready. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I've had people come in with a freaking page. You know,
with the what?
page.
Oh.
Questions.
Well, like I said, I watched videos, I did some of my research on it, came in here for 4 or 5 hours, tested everything, opened up everything, and what I didn't do, you did for me, testing the stove and the propane tanks and stuff.
So after you got through inspecting this one, we just traded that one in for another one. That we can do it again.
But I tell you what, there's you don't find a whole lot on this, and stuff I some of the stuff I did find, it's nothing you guys did
You're
anyway.
human,
So,
yeah. You're human.
but you guys were very accommodating. You had us plugged in, water in the tanks. I didn't ask for that. You guys just did that,
Right.
and you were just very helpful. So
Well,
I appreciate that.
Well, now if you go home, then just give me a good review on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, we're gonna put this on my YouTube channel. Like I said, people there's a little following of Brinkley because it's fairly new,
Right.
and there's not a whole lot of. I haven't seen anybody do a walkthrough like we did today on kind of how you do this and stuff like that. But like I said, a lot of it was the. I went through myself and did a lot of it myself, and then you
Right.
just kind of reinforced everything.
Right.
But I'd encourage anybody to do that. Spend some time out here. Spend at least a half a day or a full day out here just messing around on it, learning it and finding stuff.
What we do when you buy a unit from us, we'll do an inspection.
Yeah.
We go through it from top to bottom. Okay, are we perfect? No. Okay, we might miss stuff, but then again, on the other hand, to be honest with you, some customers are a little different than others. There's a little nick right here. A lot of customers, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And I did
A lot of
find a nick or
customers
two,
did.
but hey,
But
we
and I
have some
understand
touch-up
both
paint.
parts, yes.
Yeah, we have some touch-up paint, and you can get the Brinkley touch-up paint. Maybe I'll put it on the link somewhere. But you're going to get scratches anyways.
Right.
If I find a little nick somewhere, I'm just
But
going to
a
touch it
lot of
up
people
myself.
think if I'm going to put a scratch on it, I'm going to put it on it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to come with a scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You paid $100,000 for
Right,
this thing.
yes.
You don't want it to come with a
Yeah.
scratch, but you're going to scratch it up eventually yourself. Just get yourself some touch-up paint.
Right.
And that's one thing about things being painted. You're going to show scratches. Where if
Right.
it's just wood natural, you're not going to see it. But
And main thing, just remember, it's not a house. It's
Yeah.
a camper. It
Yeah.
looks like a house, but it's not.
Yeah.
So little TLC goes a long way.
Yeah.
I've been in this for too many years now, but I've seen people that know how to take care of campers. I've seen people you wish to God you never sold them a camper.
yeah,
It's crazy, And
they
you
buy
can-
it and never do anything to it
right,
until it
and
breaks
then
down.
you can always tell who took care of what.
Now,
You know?
what kind of wheel bearings? These have the regular wheel bearings you take off and repack.
They've got the buddy bearings on them.
Okay, which means
The buddy bearings just like your boat. Okay, reason I think my thinking is they come up with buddy bearings on a camper because it's easier access to pump grease in them.
Okay.
But here, realize it's on a boat. Okay, if I'm taking my boat into the water, my wheels are in the water.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go through that grease pretty quickly. On the camper, what you want to do, you just basically every year, depends on how much, if you have 15,000 miles on it, I would almost just take it somewhere and inspect them. They may be fine.
Yeah.
But at least you're having them looked at.
Now, does this one have the fitting where you can squirt grease into
Yeah,
it?
it's called the grease fitting.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
Just pop the hubcap off.
Yeah, yeah.
and it's
And I
there.
plan on doing that about
Okay.
once a year.
Then when you
greasing
then
them
just
up.
be
and-
careful, because what happens is you got a hole right here, so you got your grease fitting,
Yeah.
okay, and so all that grease is going right here. Well, if you just keep squirting, it's not going around in here; it's coming out the back side of it. So they say the right thing is to do, use jack it up and put that grease fitting in there and turn that tire.
Gotcha.
Let it
Okay.
circulate around in there, and it only takes 2 or 3 squirts.
Yeah.
Don't just keep pumping where you just
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
yourself out, because it's going to get on the backside of them other bearing, and you're done, because it's going to get all your grease all over your brakes, and of course as well I do. You got grease on brakes, they ain't going to stop you.
Yeah.
Seen that multi-million times.
Yeah.
So it just takes a couple little squirts, and this thing does is jack it up. Of course, you realize, campers don't come with jacks, okay, and you don't use the leveling system to jack up the tires. The leveling system is what it is, a leveling system. If you need to jack up a tire, either you can get you a bottle jack, just go underneath the frame, or if you wanted to just use a floor jack, stay as close as that freaking wheel as possible. Do not stand it out there in the middle, because you notice that axle's got a little bow in it.
Yeah.
It's designed that way.
Yeah.
And if you start jacking it up and you start warping it, then you're going to have a problem with your tires later on down the road.
Hey, thank you for the tour.
Hey,
I appreciate you. And
Appreciate you.
like I said, A&L has been really great to me. If you guys are nearby, or even if you're not nearby, go out of your way to go visit an A&L.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm going to leave this Brinkley here for about another 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, depending on if they're waiting some parts to come in. That ordered from Brinkley. They ordered the solar panel right from Brinkley, and they're doing freight charge, which we all know that takes like a week or 2 to get here. But anyways, the final view. Like it, this thing's heavy. And they're going to winterize this as a little later today. All right. glad I came to A&L. Check them out. That's the least you could do. All right, thanks for watching.